everybody, really quick, if you are here in the official capacity that you are going to be a pinner for one of our graduates, please come up and sit on this side, which would be your right. And we will get you a seat right on this side. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. My name is Dr. Kim Dupree Jones. I'm the Dean. This is going to be a fun crowd. Of the School of Nursing here at Emory University.
You just said Emory.
What?
You just said Emory University.
Oh my God. Can I still stay up here or do I have to leave now? Linfield University. Now, I'm going to introduce the 20th president, Dr. Miles K. Davis, Linfield University, to get us started today.
I encourage you not to be too hard on Dean Jones. This is a momentous day, and the excitement, as you know, as healthcare professionals, can cause blood to rush or rush from certain parts of your body. And so it's okay. It really is okay. We're just glad that she's here. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff of Linfield University, I bring you greetings and welcome. This is the first time that we've had a School of Nursing commencement and pinning on this campus. Yes, you can clap on that. From my perspective, it's long overdue. The fact of the matter is that the School of Nursing has been a part of Linfield now for over 40 years. And what you bring to the world is needed now more than ever. It's okay. It is not just your healing hands, because we know that you're prepared for that. We also need your healing spirit. I have come to understand why some changes were made in the field of nursing, why it went from being an RN to being a BSN, and it has to do with patient outcomes. But I also want to emphasize something else, is that the integrated learning that you experience as part of that bachelor's degree, and for some of you here, that master's degree, helps you bring something that the world needs more of, and that's compassion. To the degree in which you can understand what someone else is experiencing beyond your technical skills, it makes the treatment better. It makes the person better, and what you bring is that healing perspective beyond just the touch. I see a hand going up there. She has a healing touch. Well, you know some of my favorite people are nurses. Some of you understand that connection. I just want to thank you because I know just for the record, I just have to ask this because people who know me know that I'm a data geek, so I'm always collecting data. How many of you, this is your first time on the McMinnville campus? Look at that. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me. This is your home. It is your home base, I'll use that term, which means that you'll be welcome here. You are always welcome here. Homecoming is coming up. I hope that you come back and enjoy homecoming. I hope that you participate in the life of Linfield University. You have been through a particular program that's prepared you to take on so much in the world and in your professions and what you're doing with an incredible, and I have to put this in here, an incredible NCLEX pass rate. Yeah. But also from the perspective of people, and I'm going to embrace this because I'm going to own this so you can blame me or whatever. I thought it was important for you to be here because the rest of our university needs to see you. You need to be seen. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time because it's really about you, and it's about your parents and supporters and significant others. I've had a chance to bump into friends of friends of friends who are here, and that they took time to be here. You took time to drive here from wherever you came from, wherever you flew in here from. I just want to thank you. And if you see me come across in a hospital, remember that I'm connected to you. So make sure you take good care of me. With that, be well, be blessed, and remember to wash your hands.
Dr. Davis, Linfield nurses will always take care of you.
Yes, they will.
They will. So I wanted to just share a few words with you about two important national reports that were released this week, both related to nursing. One is for the Center for American Progress, and it's entitled How to Ease the Nursing Shortage in America. And the other is the McKinsey Report. And they share a similar theme, and that is the importance of you, of nurses, in creating and maintaining an equitable society. The report examines factors beyond the current nursing shortage to discuss why this is a crucial occupation for improving not only health, but economic security, social mobility, and racial equity in this country. And the McKinsey report said that the United States would need to more than double the number of new graduates entering and staying in the nursing workforce from every school in the country for every year for the next 3 years to get back to pre-COVID nursing levels. Every school doubles for 3 years. That's what the report recommends. Linfield is moving in that direction. This January, we are launching a First in Oregon program. If you know someone with a bachelor's degree who wants to become a nurse in as little as a year and a half, we now have that degree. You can, a year and a half later, walk out with a Master's of Science in Nursing and sit for RN licensure in any state in the country. First in Oregon. These two national reports go on to explain that central to building a strong nursing workforce is a higher education system that has the capacity to supply enough nursing graduates to meet the demands of the healthcare system. The Center for American Progress reports that Congress should pass federal legislation to invest in nursing faculty, clinical placements, and nursing program facilities such as simulation, so that colleges and universities will have the resources they need to enroll the nurses that the healthcare workforce needs. Linfield did indeed heavily invest in simulation on our new campus with more than 700% more simulation space than our previous campus. President Davis was actually quite strategic in his decision to erect a new 84,000 square foot science complex on this campus. This is going to serve our pre-nursing students as well as any students seeking a greater understanding of truth through science. This week's national reports went on to urge policymakers to invest in programs to help nurses that have associate's degrees obtain bachelor's degrees, which would boost their training level, wages, and career trajectories of many nurses of color. Indeed, Linfield launched such a program this last year, an innovative new way for RNs with an associate's degree to walk out with a bachelor's degree in only a year. And since we've been doing this, we've now had a 33% increase in that program alone.
Yeah.
So when the national reports call for things that we are already doing at Linfield, I feel really good about being a part of Linfield. I feel really good about having had the opportunity to be your dean, and just the joy of knowing that you are going to address these complex problems that are outlined in these types of reports. I know you're capable, and I know you're motivated to affect change. Let's get to the students. For every pinning ceremony, graduating students select one of their own to address the class. This year, the class selected 2 speakers, and I would like to invite Morgan Ball to come to the podium.
I gotta bring this way lower. All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. I have to start off with some disclaimers, of course. I was really surprised when I was asked to give this speech because I'm actually a really terrible public speaker, and I just am not good at telling stories either. So bear with me. And Mom, I hope you're recording this because I will be blacking out every moment of this for sure. In all seriousness, though, I have to say how surreal it is to be standing up here in front of you all, giving this speech after everything we've endured these past 2 years together. Moving campuses, global pandemic, forest fires, and perhaps the most traumatizing of all, shadow health. In all honesty, though, I think Linfield owes me some compensation for making my laptop sound like it was about to blast off every time I logged on. However, against all odds, we persevered, and I would even go as far as to say thrive. I recently came to the realization that we're one of just a few graduating classes from Linfield that will have started and ended nursing school in a pandemic. Not a single moment of our nursing school education have we not been fighting the pandemic on the front lines, in our N95s, face shields, and super stylish and sweaty plastic shower gowns that we had to make work as PPE. Nobody in this audience will ever understand exactly what we went through, and I hope you all realize how much we survived this because of each other. And because of this, I think we have an incredibly special bond, and I truly think we'll be the strongest cohort that has ever came out of this program. So can I get a round of applause? Before I get too deep, I promised I would make a few shout-outs. Matt, thank you for absolutely carrying our class with your LPN knowledge and always being the one to speak up. Always being the one to speak up when it sounds like crickets in the auditorium when we're asked questions. Aaron, I got you. I really didn't realize how much I would miss the sound of you cracking open a crisp, cold Zevia every morning. The Snack Shack King has definitely left a legacy, that's for sure. This is where I might start getting emotional. Meg and Tessa, my OG first semester clinical partners. There's just way too many funny memories to count, but it was only fate that the three of us, we placed in our final praxis together. And never forget, pasta. Okay. Aubrey and Cass, you both have seen me cry way too many times this past week, so I'm not gonna get too soppy. But thank you for being my people and the best roommates I could have asked for. I'll forever cherish our car rides home from clinical debriefing on all the crazy and traumatic experiences we had that day. You were my backbone through this all. And lastly, yep, absolutely. Thank you for being the best role model, professor, advisor, and overall person. There aren't enough words to describe how thankful we are for you and all that you do for us and will continue to do for future students as the new dean. I just hope your speech is better than mine. So I don't intend to use these precious minutes to sit up here and give you guys a cheesy graduation speech that you've heard a million times before. I'm gonna put myself out here and be vulnerable. I wanted to bring attention, to some more important matters. I know throughout nursing school we've been told time and time again to be a leader and an advocate. However, I don't think a lot of us truly understand the power of our voices as nurses. We talk so much about the burnout and fatigue that nurses are experiencing right now, but what are you guys doing to change that? Be a leader on your unit and advocate for safer staffing ratios. Join professional organizations. Be informed of legislation affecting the nursing world and write to your members of Congress. There is for our patients and for ourselves. If you ignite that fire now, you'll pave a way for yourself that won't lead to burnout. So I hope you all find some time to take a breath and relax, enjoy some time with your family and loved ones, but not too much time because we've got the NCLEX, y'all. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the best, and I'm so proud to be a member of this cohort. Let's go save some lives.
Thank you, Morgan. The students also select a member of the faculty to address them. Does anybody want to guess who's given the address this year? Dr. Paul Smith, currently the Associate Dean and in just a few more days the Dean of the School of Nursing. A professor, taught both the undergraduate and the RN to BSN program, has served on essentially every committee we have here at Linfield and has been a mentor to so many over the years. Welcome, Dr. Smith.
Before I get started reading, and yes, of course, if you've had me in any class, you know I tend to go off on many tangents, so I had to write my words today, but I just want to say a thank you to the staff and the faculty at the School of Nursing, who without any of them, none of this would be possible. So thanks to all of you for everything that you do. Okay. So distinguished guests, faculty, family, friends, and students, I feel truly honored to have been chosen by the students to be the faculty speaker on such a special day where you will receive your nursing pin from Linfield Good Samaritan School of Nursing. Pinning is all about honoring and celebrating your journey of becoming a nurse. And for those of you who are graduates of the RN to BSN program, it is a celebration not only of your achievement of obtaining your baccalaureate degree, but also your dedication to lifelong learning. While it is accurate that I am speaking today, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge that Dr. Sandra Davis was the faculty who was initially selected by students to speak today, but was unable to attend. I did reach out to Dr. Davis and asked if she would like for me to share some words from her, and what I am about to read is Dr. Davis's well wishes for the cohort. Congratulations, graduates. You have earned all the joy and pride that comes with today, so congratulations and strong work. You have been on quite a growth trajectory over the past 2 years. You have gone through a process of becoming and being. Becoming more independent in critical thinking and clinical reasoning and more confident overall, and being who you have grown into, such as that therapeutic presence at the bedside, a listener, an empathizer, a teacher, a friend to your peers, and a professional. First, thank you for the absolute honor of being asked to speak at your pinning. This is such a 5-star day in your nursing profession, and I am humbled. I was saddened to realize I could not speak in person. However, I thank Dr. Smith for relaying a few words to you from me. So I wanted to talk to you about a new buzzword in nursing you will most likely hear about as you begin your nursing practice. The word is resilience. As nursing research emerges on how resiliency impacts nursing, especially considering the past 2 years for nurses, you will hear more about it. And it makes sense that leaders are focused on resiliency because research shows that enhancing resilience improves an individual's quality of life at both work and home. So resilience, what is that? Some would say resiliency is a person's ability to bounce back or return to homeostasis after a life disruption. Resilience is defined as the individual's ability to cope effectively in the face of difficulties, bend but not break under extreme stress, and maintain equilibrium following highly aversive events. Sounds like nursing to me, so where do I order some of that, right? There is evidence that genetics and environment play a factor in building resilience. However, more importantly, resilience can be learned. We, faculty and staff, have watched you develop a sense of strength, grit, and flexibility to withstand the hardship of a global pandemic in the middle of nursing school. You use those experiences to grow and become better humans, to build resiliency. When you put your mask on, when you were socially isolating and respecting the 6 feet distance recommendations, when you volunteered to give the vaccines to the community, guess what? You were building resiliency. You had to represent nursing and remain calm. The public was in such a high state of anxiety, and you quickly understood that you needed to represent nursing with both grace and compassion. Another example of continued development of resiliency happened every time you took an exam, and then a little more when your exam grade was posted, or when you learned new skills in the lab and then had to practice and perform them in highly stressful environments, or that difficult clinical day that everyone had where your thought driving home was, who thought this nursing thing was a good idea? Regardless of the challenges, you maneuvered through them and you are now more capable of solving and handling problems. And that's what resiliency is all about. You have been working on building resiliency for the past 2 years here at Linfield University. If you think of it in the analogy of sailing, summer is coming, every time the wind would blow or change directions, you all effortlessly, okay, sometimes there were emails, adjusted your sails, and here we are at the finish line. Leaving Linfield, you already have the power to pick yourself up, take a moment, brush yourself off, and carry on. And I, for one, could not be prouder of you. So this concludes Dr. Davis's words of encouragement, and I would like to add a few of my own thoughts, or soapboxes. For those who know me, as you know, I can't help myself. So this is for me. To the spring 2022 graduates, you've come to the end of your long shift at the School of Nursing, and if there is anything a good nurse knows the value of, it is charting and documenting. So let's document the last 2 years of your lives as a nursing student. Let's start from the beginning. On your first day of nursing school orientation, you took the first step into your professional lives. One of my favorite quotes is, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." And on that orientation day, you most likely had no idea what the 2-year journey would be like. Regardless of what the path ahead of you was yet to unveil, you became a cohort, the May 2022 cohort. Together, you survived your first nursing exam in Foundations, where every question had 4 correct answer choices, and you kept hearing, well, you must pick the most correct answer, and you were like, what? Nonetheless, you kept making steps along the journey. You learned about the importance of evidence-based nursing, as well as the importance of communication. At this moment, when people would tell you that this journey would go quickly, I'm sure many of you were like, yeah, right. And at that moment, you probably thought that the end was no sight, but you took a step, and that step moved you to second semester. In second semester, you learned about chronic care across the lifespan, as well as mental health and pathopharm. And it was during this semester that all 3 of your classes were highly comprised of exams. You all rose to the challenge, and you excelled, and you continued to move forward and took a step into third semester after a much-needed summer break. In third semester, you learned that children are not just tiny adults, and that you, as nurses, will witness life from not only the beginning, but also at the end. Many of you learned that my 2 favorite words used when teaching acute care were, it depends, yes, as patient situations change based on circumstances, and there truly is no one-size-fits-all approach to nursing care. You took yet another step on your journey, and you entered 4th semester. Now, as that semester has ended, you can reflect on what it means to be a patient advocate and to find an area of nursing or advocacy that will ignite your flame of passion. This past semester, you have learned that leadership is not just about being a nurse manager, but is more about being a leader in our profession. As Morgan stated in her speech, it is uniting to advocate for changes in the profession that encompasses leadership. You also completed a final practicum, and you have taken an NCLEX review course to prepare you for success on test day. I'm sure that it is surreal to think that what started 2 years ago in the School of Nursing has now come to an end. As you look back at all the steps taken together and where you stand now, it's clear that you've learned to take care of your patients by first learning to take care of one another and yourselves. Self-care became a word that many of you have embraced, and I hope that you will continue to embrace this with your practice as you begin your careers. Since day one, you have genuinely supported one another, whether it was by nudging each other to stay awake during lectures, bringing each other breakfast before heading to early morning clinicals, commiserating about virtual Tina and Shadow Health, rejoicing together after every exam, or let's keep it real, crying together at times. But most importantly, celebrating one another after every milestone and lifting one another up when needed. Look around at those sitting next to you. They have been your rocks the last 2 years. There's a special bond that this class shares, one that carried you through any and all obstacles that nursing school may have brought. You've been surrounded by determined, ambitious, and sincerely helpful classmates that have made your goal of becoming a nurse a reality. I want to leave you with 2 points that I would like to convey. Number 1, always remain authentic to who you are. Your patients, families, and communities will be appreciative and will be touched by you just being you. Each of you sitting here today have much to offer. Never forget this. Number 2, nursing is like a roller coaster. There will be many ups and many downs, but my advice is to stay on the ride because from a larger perspective, it is very enjoyable. You will be able to witness all aspects of life, from birth to death, from the wealthy to those who live in poverty. You will make a difference. Some differences you will see, and some you may never be aware of. Be present and ride the roller coaster. Embrace the ride for all it can offer you, both professionally and personally. Additionally, many of you know I love to use mnemonics when I teach. So here are a few when you are having one of those days in the future. If you fail, never give up because fail means first attempt in learning. When you feel you're at the end, know that end means effort never dies. And if you get no as an answer, remember no means next opportunity. So keep that positive self-talk that has gotten you to where you are today. And remember when you have days where you can't see the positive in yourself, remember that all the individuals here today, whether it's your family, your friends, faculty, or staff, see that positive light in you that burns eternal. In closing, I share my admiration for this cohort, and I am excited to hear about the amazing things you will do after today. I reflect on conversations I have had with many of you individually, and I'm amazed at your resilience. Each of you have a story, and I am personally grateful to have been able to hear some of them and to learn from you. Whether you are a pre-licensure student whose next goal is to successfully pass NCLEX and enter the profession, or whether you're an RN to BSN student who is advancing your education, I applaud you. You took your first steps together on that very first day of nursing school as strangers, not knowing what was ahead of you. You have gained knowledge, lifelong friends, and some incredible memories together. So class, please know that this is likely your last time you will gather together in a formalized manner. And together, no longer strangers, but now as a family, I implore all of you to take a step into your futures, into the unlimited potential that you are capable of and have been prepared for as Linfield University Good Samaritan School of Nursing graduates. It has been both a privilege and an honor to be part of your nursing school experience and to have gotten to know such an exceptional group of people. You've always been told in nursing school, well, if you didn't document it, you didn't do it. And now you've documented the last few days as a graduating cohort. So guess what that means? You did it. Yeah. Congratulations to the spring 2022 graduates and to an amazing group of future nurses. Go forward and represent Linfield and always know you have a place to call home with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Let's have some awards. We have a pre-licensure program, which is on ground, and most of the people here today are in that program. But we also have an RN to BSN program for usually working nurses who are coming back to school with an associate's degree. and then Masters of Science of Nursing for working nurses who are forwarding their career in leadership. And the reason I talk about those last two groups is they're from all over the country and sometimes all over the world. So they're not always able to join us today, but I still want to read who has won our nursing awards for each of our categories today. So the first is the Outstanding Masters of Science in Nursing Graduate Award. This award recognizes someone who not only excelled academically, but also demonstrated a high level of leadership. The program seeks to prepare nurses to engage as a collaborative healthcare leader, to promote an ecological view of health and health systems, to recognize the interrelationships between healthcare systems, the environment, individuals, and populations, and to advocate for sustainable and just healthcare and global ecosystems. The MSN Outstanding Graduate Award student this year is Brandi Ohlde. And I take it Brandi is not here. Okay. The Senior Honors in Nursing Award, our next award. The criteria for the selection of this award is a grade point average of 3.5 or higher based on a 4.0 scale, exceptional performance in clinical practice, and today these graduates will receive this award and a certificate that reads, "In recognition to your leadership skills, your caring, your competence, your professionalism in nursing practice, we hold you in high esteem and celebrate your excellence." Their names will also be engraved on a plaque that is located in the administration building in the Portland campus. So come back and see your name. Please join us in congratulating two recipients as they come to the stage. One is from the RN to BSN program, Rakea Connolly, and the other is from the pre-licensure program, Morgan Ball. The next award is the Professional Excellence in Nursing Award. This award is not given every year and is reserved for those years when a graduate is identified by the nursing faculty who excels in leadership, scholarship, and the human science of nursing. The criteria are as followed: caring for those around, clients, classmates, faculty, other professionals, the self, and the community. A leader in clinical practice, student government, and community. An effective communicator. A critical thinker who can see different perspectives and yet share a personal outlook even when it is not popular. A potentially skilled clinician scholar, and in touch with the ability to influence and power wisely. This year's winner of the Professional Excellence in Nursing Award is Tanya Morgan. Our final award is the Wilma Pope Alumni Award. This award honors Wilma Pope, Good Samaritan nursing graduate and former faculty member who taught in both the Emmanuel and Good Samaritan diploma nursing schools, as well as the Linfield Good Samaritan School of Nursing. The award speaks to those characteristics that go beyond academic achievement to include demonstrates caring in clinical practice and in university activities, demonstrates clinical competence, models professional behavior, and demonstrates involvement and leadership in student organizations. Please join me in congratulating the Wilma Pope Alumni Award winner, Ezra Derfali. It is now time to bestow our pins. We are honored to have you wear tangible evidence of Linfield University. As you enter the workforce as registered nurse, the care you give reflects the quality of the education you have received at Linfield, our values, our degree, and our commitment to serve all patients. This pin is tangible evidence that Linfield claims you as one of our own. You have earned this honor and the right to wear this pin. Today, we honor you for a job well done, and in doing so, you honor nursing. Before we bestow the pins, I would like to acknowledge our two groups of students. The first students to cross the stage will be those RN to BSN students who are able to join us today, followed by the pre-licensure student. Each student will be pinned by a person of their choosing, which may be a family member, a faculty, influence their decision to become a nurse. And Mackenzie Larson will read the names of graduates as they accept their pins. Pinners, we kindly request that when you see your graduate leave their seating area, please come forward and stand with them in the line that will form on the side so that you will step on the stage together. Feel free to applaud and honor your graduate. We are fortunate to have professional photographers here with us today, so if I can ask the audience to stay in their seats so that others can have a clear line of vision, I would appreciate it. Students, please come forward to accept your pins.
Raquela Connolly. Jessica Bennett. Ella Mann. Molly Fisher. Brooke McCarty. Anne Holmer. Linda Yazhari. Hannah Gooden. Brenna Dunn. Kennedy Russell. Paige Cushing. Marissa Meyer. Danielle Metcalf. Garcia Vargas. Kayla Carrera. Willow Halliger. Tanya Morgan. Jocelyn Arana Barreto. Abigail Williams. Taylor Wright. Nicole Hale. Faith Craig. Shelby Torres. Yulia Cern. Anne Kadelka. Maria Guadalupe Clemente. Lauren Silverstein. Tiffany Snyder. Madeline Couch. Madison McCarroll. Matthew Smith. Chelsea Hebert. Constance West. Cassidy Ingram. Riley Rykuber. Megan Gabler. Sarah Tinseth. Julia Evernden. Condo. Brittany Vu. Sarah Torres Soto. Allie Potter. Melissa Bolanos Gonzalez. Ashley Ambrose. Madeline Canales. Claire Jones. Taylor Young. Olivia Edwards. Emma Shodin. Isra Derfeli. Morgan Ball. Hannah Etney. Morgan Jeter. Anna Christrine. Lelena Sears. Jasmine Samacona Santiago. Kimberly Gonzalez. Maria Guadalupe Uribe Zapian. Winter Copperman. Sophie McCrory. Garabel Celeste Ortiz Madera. Viviana Sanchez Simancas. Ellie Mayfield. Sarah Bachelier. Carol Ali. Chloe Bosquet. Madison Sandberger. Aubrey Jones. Tessa Sullivan. Grace West. Melanie Caminiti. Aaron Weinbach. Matthew Sheffield.
I just have to say, new best tradition ever. I love this, not a dry eye up here. So this is the conclusion of our program, and to our graduates we say, we wish you all the best. Please stay in touch, and congratulations. Audience, please remain seated and allow the faculty and staff, followed by the graduates, to recess. And thank you for joining our ceremony today.